Well, we've got some more stickers for the door. I do apologise, Jim, from Saw Logs and Plastic Hubs, that I was doing a clean out on the computer and I'd filled up the hard drive, and I actually deleted the video of when I put this up on the door here, mate, so I do apologise. But please, go and check out Jim, Dead Man at Saw Logs and Plastic Hubs. Great fella. You never know what he's going to be coming up with next. It's a mystery every time you watch his video. It could be like umbrella stand, you know, for the wife, I think it was. For the so she doesn't knock around the cockery. It's a pretty good idea. Yeah, please go and check out Jim. Good bloke. I also got some stickers from Dudley Toolright. So Dudley, your stickers are in the mail somewhere, mate. So I don't know what's happening with the way the with this coronavirus and the way the mail's working at the moment, whether it's going to get held up. But he sent me a few stickers, so go and check out Dudley. Definitely worthwhile checking him out. And if you haven't subscribed to any of these guys, please do. I just got to work out how to get these apart. I'll sit you down under Rusty. Stick your second one up here too. Stick this one down under here. Go and hide under Jim. Okay. And then I got a parcel in the mail from Emma, from Emma's Spare Room Machine Shop. She sent me this awesome project notebook. Now I've got a few books going in my shed here, and it's full of 5mm squares, perfect for drawing out all your plans. This is going to be really good. It's got the protective cover on it, so I've always got a tendency to, put stuff on books and end up with dirty books, greasy books. But it's going to be a good help. So thank you very, very much, Emma. And also got an Emma's Spare Room Machine Shop sticker. I've been waiting for this, for an Emma sticker. We'll pop it on the next to Dudley and under Rusty. Look at that. So we're getting a good collection of stickers now, which is fantastic. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time to send me some stickers. It really does mean a lot to me. So anyone else who wants to do a sticker swap, please jump in and leave a comment, or get in touch with me, and I'll leave my email address in the description. So if any of you guys want to do a sticker swap, anyone out there that wants to swap stickers or just wants some Maddie's Workshop stickers, please get in touch and I'll pass them on to you. Well, good day and welcome to Maddie's Workshop. I've got an up and coming project I want to make. It's going to involve having some dovetails. So I've got I could do the dovetails on the shaper, but this is just a good excuse to build a dovetail cutter. So this is what I've come up with. I'd love to buy a Randy Richards set, but my budget just doesn't allow to. I just can't afford to buy a set. So as much as I'd love a set off Randy, I just can't do it. So I'm gonna have to make my own. It's going to use an insert I use from a 10mm tooling. Just TCMT's 110204s. I've got a pack of 10 on order, but with this coronavirus, I don't know whether the postage been held up or what, but they haven't arrived yet. But I'm still going to build it anyway. So it's a 60-degree taper, and just cut out. I did order a 2mm or 2.5mm tap. It arrived, so and it come from the shores of China too, so hopefully the inserts aren't too far away. But it'll be a 12mm shank, or 1/2 inch shank, 3 inches long. All over it's 3 1/4 inches long, 890 thou diameter of the end, then machined out. That'll have a 30-degree taper. Yeah, you'll get what I mean when I make it anyway. So to build this job, I also had to build a V-block that has hold downs in it. Give this a quick wipe. So I built this the other day. Now I didn't film this because I've already got a video out on V-blocks when I very first started YouTube, which thinking back on this now, I should have really done a video on it because I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I've done it entirely on the shaper, but I'm really impressed with the way they come out. So I just put 2020 on the bottom too, so when I knew I made it later on in life. But I quickly, which I'm not happy with at all, I'm going to remake this part. It's annoying me every just looking at it. It's just not right. It's out of proportion, and I didn't get the holes quite dead center. So I'm going to remake that again and make it a little different, I'd say, but it'll work for this time round. And when I can put my mind to it a bit better, I'll build another one. But it'll do for now. So I need this to be able to hold the cutter on the mill table, to be able to machine this cutout in it for where the insert sits. So yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to make this tool out of, this is a torque rod off a Hendrickson suspension out of one of the trucks I used to drive. It was a top torque rod. The eyes on the end where the bush goes, they get worn and the bush just keeps flogging around inside, like the bush won't hold tight in the eye. So instead of heating, they weld them and shrinking them, and that's just as cheap nowadays to throw a new torque rod on. So this should be pretty good material. It machines nice, I'll give it that much. So I'll go and cut a hunk off this and get started on it, eh? Bingo. Rightio, I didn't bother boring you with all this material removal here. To bring it down to 890 thou, I've got about 18 thou to go. So it is quite warm. So going to aim for about 2 or 3 thou bigger. And that's not really a crucial size, like real crucial in my eyes anyway. So if it's 892, it'll be okay. 893 it'll be okay. 895 will be alright. It doesn't really, yeah. It's not turning too bad. It's a bit ordinary. I think with a bit of Scotch-Brite it will polish up. Just a bit of experiment later. So just this end here has got to be down to 890, and then quarter of an inch back or so, half-inch back I think it is, and it goes down to your half-inch shank. So that's where we're up to. That's absolute terrible crap finish. Might change that insert out too. That's sitting at 895, so that's 5 thou over what I wanted, which that's okay. Probably will shrink a little bit. So I'm going to have a play around with these, the speed a little bit, see if that makes a difference. I may even spin that insert as well, see how that goes. That may be half my trouble as well. And when I get down to closer dimension on the shank, I'll bring this back. Well, I worked out why I was getting such a crap cut. I took this tool out and put the part off blade in when I was stuffing there with that. When I put it back in, I picked up the wrong two shims that I had under it. So I'd need some 45 thou under this tool, but they'd only had just 39 thou under it. So I don't know how I done that, but picked up the wrong two. Anyway, it's back to normal again. I've got to get it down to half-inch. I've got about 50 thou remaining to come off. It is still fairly warm, but I'll shoot for it anyway. Bloody hot. So that's 503 thou. So I'll let that cool down for a fair while, I think, because that's pretty darn hot. So I've got the compound set to cut this 60-degree angle. Power feed ready. So we'll see how we go with it. This angle, here's just as a pointer, this angle's got to come right back till it just starts on that, on the shank. So there we have it. That's that part. So what I'll do now is I'll take this out and put the collar chuck in, and then I won't mar that up then when I turn it around to face the excess off the end there. So okay, I'm just facing off the end here. I've got it mounted in the collet. Sorry if that lighting's a bit dark, but it's that time of the afternoon anyway. I've got to face it back to this inner edge. Don't know whether you can see that there or not. Slide that forward a touch. This inner edge here on the end of this taper. Just got to touch the end of that taper. So I've got a bit of the ways to go yet. So I'll just show you how I'm doing it. There's your donut. Pretty happy with that. Okay, over to the mill. I have to set up an angle block here at 30 degrees so the V block can be mounted up flush to it. That'll give me 30 degrees to mill the angle in the end of the cutter. So what I've done, just use a toe clamp on an angle block and just indicated that in. I've got it running pretty much smack on the dot, I think. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So now it's just a matter of clamping that down there up against the I've got that done up firm. It's only a matter of clamping the V block down there now, and we're set to go. So I've got that that's nicely snugged up against that angle block. Yep. If you have a look at these toe clamps, probably have to modify these, I think. Modify the very end of them so they will fit, because these don't fit in this gap. I didn't want to put a gap that fat in the V block. Like I probably never need it, but yeah, I might just mill a little section on the very end of on these bigger ones, longer ones, to so they'll work on this V block as well. Just a little bit down the track one day, maybe, when I need it. You know, one of them jobs when you need it at the last minute. It's still running true, so nothing got bumped there. So you have to excuse this clamp. Bloody shameful even showing the clamp actually. So it'll rest in there like that. Keep it up. Just put a little piece of a brass feeler gauge in there just so it doesn't hurt the surface. So I'm really happy with the way the actual V-block turned out. I'm actually really stoked with it. Actually, it's turned out a lot better than I ever thought. If you go right back to the very first video I ever made, was actually making a set of V-blocks on the shaper, and I thought they were good when I made them, but geez, it's come a long way since then. I've actually learned a few things. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, over the time, after you make a few projects and a few stuff ups and you work out different ways to make stuff and improve on the, just improve overall on your machining skills, you know. Like I know this is straight off the shaper. All I've done is deburred it. The surface is straight off the shaper. I reckon that's pretty darn good. You know, we'd all love to have a surface grinder, but that ain't going to happen. But that's definitely more than adequate for what I'll ever need here. If I start outgrowing that, I don't think it'll be me. But anyway, it's getting a bit late tonight. It's up past 7, so better make too much noise for the neighbours. What I've done, I've touched off the top there. I've taken that diameter, halved it, and the one and only insert I've got here, which is buggered, it's got buggered ends on it, tips, which I've ordered the same, but I've got no idea. I've just sent the seller a message finding out if he can do some tracking on it. I know they've landed in Australia, but from there I don't know. And they should have really been here by now. But I've measured this insert. I've split that diameter in half and then added the width of this. So I've got it come down a total of 541.5 thou. So time to start doing some milling, I suppose. With the sums I'd done, I had to go down 541.5 thou. So I've gone down 540. If I sit the insert there and try and bring this in without blocking the camera. Don't know if you can pick that up, but that's right on the borderline. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've had a torch into it and just, yeah, it's right on the borderline of touching the cutting edge of the insert. So I'm going to leave it at that. So all I've got to do now is mill in a little further. Mill it in a bit further and then be set to go. So there you go. we looking there now? I think we're done. Didn't take a lot at all, did it? Yep, I'm going to call it that. Just all going by eye here, I reckon that's darn good enough. Well, that's good. I guess now I'll get set up and I'll locate for that hole and drill it out and tap it. To locate the hole to drill this, the stainless rod I had here, it's running pretty true. Just machined a point on the end that locates on the chamfer of the hole. If I can balance this on here without dropping it, locates on the end of the hole. I don't know if I can get that in the camera there. No, but it doesn't actually go through it, through the end of it. And then I just dropped it. So I can pick it back up again. So it almost goes through the end of it. You can see that there or not. But sit it up in the chuck. Can bring that down. And it should align it. So that's pretty much where I want it to sit. So it's got sitting a little bit proud of this bottom edge, touch proud of that edge, and it's got clearance on this side. So it's just proud of this side, so it's just sitting where I'd like it. Now I did buy a 2.5mm tap, and it come with a drill as well. I don't have a center drill small enough to spot this, so I'm just going to have to wing it and try and just spot it with the drill and hopefully, yeah, get it right. But I'll lock the table off there and we're pretty right to start drilling. Any sort of luck. Look at that, if it's not someone blowing a horn, it's a leaf blower or a mower or something. Scared me a bit when I went through there. I thought it bloody broke. But didn't, thankfully. Heaps through. What was I worried about? Let's put a bit of jizz on there. There it is. Deburred, pretty much. Just a little tiny bit more I could deburr on that edge there. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Just got to wait for them new inserts to turn up sometime this year, and then I'll be able to use it. I have got a little nick in the very top there where I did touch off. It's not going to make any difference, just cosmetics. But feed block worked out really, really well. Really happy with the way that performed. So I may even make another one of these yet. I don't know. I really should have made it twice as long and cut it in half. But anyway. So that's the end of this project. Can't go any further because just got to wait on the postman. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you want some stickers, just get in contact with me. I'll leave my email address in the description. And thank you once again, Emma, for this book. This is really, really handy for me. It's going to be great. So the first job in the book's complete. So, anyway, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I haven't had a video out lately, or for a while. I've just had a fair bit going on here at the moment, so I'll try and get another one out as soon as I can. So anyway, thanks guys. See you later.